you know, at some point the Terrorblade will have a BKB, and he won't care for the sounds. He won't care for a lot of things except for the lasso.
Almost goes down, but he'll salve up. He'll survive for another day. Never mind that, because Sylar does end up dying on the Terrorblade, and DY was there to pick up the kill on the Nyx Assassin. Now he turns around for a double Impel, and Yang is getting a lot of sticky napalm charges off. Do they keep going? DY, he needs another 7 seconds for an Impale. Y is very slowed up with those sticky napalms, and Yang, he's coming in for more Y. He's stuck around too long, but DY is out of mana. It doesn't seem to matter though. Q now gonna turn around onto Yang with the snowball. They do pick up the kill, and DY gonna be forced back again.
Why?
Top lane will die. Yang does get him with the Firefly. Poor Y. Just can't really do much, and now the TB gonna get jumped on. DY with the Impel, and now the body blocks come out. Sylar, he's got 3 stacks of sticky napalm, and he's got no way out of this, I don't think. 4 now. Yang can just keep stacking these up. There's nothing Sylar can do, and DY with the perfect body blocks. Well, you mentioned it in the draft. With this kind of draft that Vici has, they have to do this. They can't give them an inch of space. Speaking of, nothing to say, getting jumped on Q, gonna rotate with the snowball, or he could be in trouble, but he keeps hitting the puck, and nothing to say. Orb dodge, but phase shift as well. He survives, and Q will manage to find the kill before nothing to say does go down to the Arcane Curse anyway.
A bit of a loss there for Ori.
Sylar. Every single time Yang has Firefly, he jumps. Y tried to help. He hasn't learned his lesson. And, well, it looks like he will survive this time around. Yang is going to chase, and nothing to say. Apparently, bot lane does go down to Eurus. So the global silence just to make sure he couldn't get out. But top lane, Y falling very low. And again, Vici Gaming just all over the map. It's going to be an 8-3 2K net worth lead at 8 minutes.
Sylar is key. If he can hold out until the 20-25 minute mark when he gets pretty big, or at least until he gets a BKB plus 1 item, that's going to be great.
Dream Call, PYW again going to be the target, and nothing to say, we'll get him with the orb. It really does end up paying off at the end. In fact, never mind those supports. Eurus going to get jumped on. Nothing to say, doesn't have Dream Call this time, but do they have the damage output? Eurus, nice spear dodge from nothing to say with the phase shift. Eurus is still surviving, and now the rotation's Ori. He comes in onto Sylar. Sylar doesn't have Sunder at the moment, and looks like he will drop. He does get Ori in the end, but now Y probably going to lose his life. Still going after Eurus, but here comes the arena. Eurus, he'll survive another day. There's nothing to say. Another spear dodge. But can you finish the job off that you tried to start? No. It's time to run.
They're desperate enough to smoke with their Terrorblade to try to find that kill on a Mars. You know, that's really not what you want to be seeing.
Top lane, Faith Beyond, the arrow set up with the lasso, and Faith, he commits raw for this. He could find a trade, and looks like he probably will and does. PYW actually almost going down as he took down one of the Necro Creeps. And now the Tusk will come in, but Global Silence has been popped by Ori. He wants to protect PYW, those shards. Perfect from Q, but where are you going, sir? The other way around. He'll get the punch off, but it'll be at the cost of his own life. And now nothing to say, comes in with the Dream Call onto Ori. It'll be a huge kill if they could get it, but now Eurus, he'll join in on the Mars. He'll get the Jakiro Y again, and nothing to say. Can you get the job done? He'll take down Ori. He has a haste rune, but it may not be enough. Impel connects Orb, nothing to say, still juking up at the Arcane Curse. Probably going to tick him out here. It's got a fairly long duration left. Phase shift, not going to help. It seems like they want to go for that bot T1. Faith trying to go in for a Raw. He will go after Nyx Assassin as Sylar comes in with the meta. They should be able to get DY though, Vendetta. Don't tell me you don't have sentries. They do. He will spy Carapace and Impel walking out of sentry range, but the Vendetta is over. And with that, they will be able to secure their first tier 1 of the game.
At the very least, they can melt these towers really quick with the Metamorphosis and the Beastmaster. So you've got these tools to melt early objectives.
No chance. Ori is trapped up. Global Silence going to come out. The rotation's not going to be fast enough. DY will be able to find the Tusk in the end. But you lost your mid-silencer. Bot lane. Arena being dropped. They catch the Tusk. Q going to be the target, though Faith is waiting right outside. He has Raw, but he gets lassoed. He waited around too long, and now the rest of the cavalry come in from Vici. And Faith Beyond, I've got to question what he was doing there.
An arena drop that's just going to allow our Mars to really melt through heroes like the Terrorblade.
Well, Faith Beyond bot lane going to be there, but Sylar doesn't get caught in the arena. Faith will take the death. Sylar just has to run. Eurus, you saw how fast he went through the HP of that Beastmaster. In fact, they're not done yet. Dreamcoil going to be there in the back. They're going after the Batrider, but they've lost DY as well, the Nyx Assassin and Ehome. Without their Beastmaster, want to take this fight, and so far, it's pretty good though. Why? One hit, and he loses so much HP. Eurus trying to TP away, and it looks like he should make it out, just barely, but now the shards sink you. He finds a huge target in Ori, but he has a 4-staff up. Vici, they don't really seem too concerned about that. They just want more team fights. That's all they want. It's DY, gonna move in with his team top lane. Sinkyu gonna spot him out. They want Sylar on that Terrorblade, and well, Yang, he TP's forward, but now the Snowball is going to be there. Arrow going to connect on Sinkyu, but they found Yang, and now the Roar comes out. They want that Nyx Assassin. DY going to be chased down. Spy Carapace, but the Shards is going to block him in. DY, you got to run the other way. Although no, he'll wait it out with the Vendetta, but the Dust and Illusion just going to chase him down to the Illusion. It's really going to find him. Faith
man.
Beyond the one to secure the kill. Now the Snowball Sinkyu trapped up in the arena. But Ehome, they're happy to move forward. Eurus, he's out of mana. He does have a Soul Ring. Apparently, Ehome does not have any more dust, but a nice shards catches out Ori, and now the Purge comes out from Faith Beyond. Macro has been dropped as well. Ori, 4 stars forward, but the Snowball again from Sinkyu going to secure that kill, and he's already looking for more, but he does not have shards.
Yeah, it does look like that. Oh man.
Nothing to say. Bot lane jumps in with the lasso again. They want to take down that Nyx. And well, Global Silence going to be there to help DY. Falling low, and I think he's too low. He does go down, but they'll get Sinkyu as a trade. Do you keep fighting? Ehome, they have meta in 5 seconds on Sylar. Vici though, Eurus has Arena, Lasso going to be there on Y, and now they'll jump back in. This is the time to fight. BKB popped by Eurus, but Faith commits the Roar, running in circles. Sylar, he will finally go into the meta, but I think BG don't want to fight this now. Though Faith, he does lose his life, and Sylar, he's fighting alone. This could be dangerous. Where's the help? Nothing to say. He does jump back in, and here comes Y. He brought back on the Jakiro. They do catch out the Mars and the Ice Path, and they will get him out of the Invis, though. He just holds his shield up, and that does really take a lot of damage. That is one strong shield. And he keeps it up, and I don't blame him. You never know when these guys are going to come back in. Still great Ice Path. Why? He catches 2 of them. Eurus again puts a shield up, but it will not save Ori on the Silencer. Yang, he'll TP in, but he doesn't have Lasso. Still, they do stun up the TP, but now Snowball Sinkyu from the behind. How's your shield going to protect you this time? Eurus, he can't get out of this. Dreamcoil going to be there. A nice spear, but this is looking really, really bad for Vici as DY, Arrow, doesn't even connect on Sinkyu. Be thrown out, and Roshan is very, very low though. Yang still has time on Firefly, though not anymore. Snowball gonna be there. Yang is caught, and Sylar has the Aegis. Ehome, Sylar is pretty low, and they do get the Aegis. Eurus, he picks up the TB kill, but now, can you keep this team fight up? Well, you certainly can. You've already found 2 kills. Sylar trying to run away. He doesn't have Metamorphosis. Yule's up, Snowball back in, but Global Silence and a double impale. Just perfect from DY. Man. And this is great for Vici Gaming, as they will find a 4-for-1 trade. And that is the Aegis going down. All pans out. Impale actually going to land Sylar, getting caught out with the Lasso now. And Arena, of course, going to be dropped from Eurus just to ensure they secure that kill. Sylar just farming across the river. It's still very, very dangerous. Like, you just talked about it. He doesn't have a BKB up. He's not very tanky. To that mid lane, looking for more. They can't set up for the tier 2 because they don't have creeps, so nothing to say. Jumps in with the Veil and Dreamcoil. They won't have buyback on the TB, and Global Silence is going to be there, though. DY already does go down. Now PYW going to be the target. He will Moonlight Shadow run away. He has... Well, he actually didn't take the dust. They actually find him, the puck, looking. Nothing to say. Does go the wrong way. Does get Ori's courier, at least. Now, Ehome. Y does see the next assassin. Can they find the kill? DY. They get Ice Pathed up, but Eurus is already there on the Mars. Still doesn't really connect with the Jakiro. Why? We'll just drop the Macro Pyre, but that God's Rebuke damage is so high. And now Sylar, you can't be that far forward, sir. This Roar will come out now. Sunday, he's going to try and fight back, and Ori actually does end up dropping thanks to that Sunder. And Sylar, though, is still going to fall here. As Sinkyu going to go back in after PYW. He doesn't have another Warrior's Punch. He needs another strike. He will not get it. And Ehome, they found the silencer kill, but they lose so much more. Ready to scout out, and he's actually running the exact way they are. Smoke will break Spike Carapace immediately, though they do dodge the Impale. Now with the Walrus Punch going in, Dreamcore right in the back. He caught 3 of them. BKB popped by Eurus. He's trying to run away. Do they realize it's an Aghanim Scepter Dreamcore? They do, but Sylar, he pops his own BKB. Moving forward, there's not much damage right now, but the Macropire and Ice Path from Y, holding both of them in. Still Sylar, he's out of that BKB. Sunder, gonna be there in time. Eurus holds his shield up again as the Mirana jumps back, and they do find the TB, but Eurus has lost his life. He'll buy back. He wants to get back in this team fight. Here he is again. Sinkyu, the poor man's going to burn to death. It looks like there's nothing to say. Actually going down to PYW. And it does cost them a buyback, but they are finding more. As Y, TPing away, can they get a spear off? It was on cooldown.
Oh boy.
Yang gonna be there as well. Arcane Curse, Sunder immediately, and it's an Aghanim Scepter. Is it Aghanim Scepter Lasso? No, it wasn't. It just the illusion was apparently just following them, and
and Ehome smoke up now.
AC though is up on Eurus, and while they run straight into him, Moonlight Shadow and does pop Eurus. Goes for the arena, only caught the Tusk who wasn't Snowball, but nice arrow comes in, now nothing to say. Will jump straight on top of the Mars, but the BKB gonna save the day for Eurus. They get the Tusk, they move forward. They'd love to find more. Arrow, not gonna connect anyone in the back. Nothing to say, still holding on to the Dream Coil. He wants the perfect opportunity here, and massive Impale comes out from the Nyx DY, setting up. There was no follow-up. In fact, Global Silence is there, just trying to protect DY on the Nyx Assassin. Eurus. You're right, as Yule's going to go out with the arrow set up onto Y. Raw will be their fate. He pops his own BKB, but you've already lost the Jakiro. And now Lasso going to be there on the TB.
Oh, man.
He popped the BKB trying to TP away, but that's a lot of damage coming out.
Ooh.
It's not going to be quite enough.
If he gets caught out first, and then it kind of falls apart for Ehome. They don't have their frontliner. They don't have their big damage.
Sinkyu jumps in onto the Nyx Assassin. Global Silence immediately out. DY will survive, but Arena catches nothing. Just some illusions. Ehome. That'll be enough for them, though. Lasso is going to be there on Faith Beyond. They need to find now, though. Everything missing from Eurus doesn't seem to matter, as Ori had the follow-up damage, and now Y came in a little bit too deep. Spike Carapace will hold him down, and the Impale follow-up is going to be there. Smoke broken. Vici, they jump in. Straight Lasso onto Faith Beyond. In fact, it's Sinkyu again on the Tusk. Sinkyu does go down, and now they jump in with the Abyssal. Eurus finds Y, so both supports are already dead, and now they just need to get out. Dreamcall is going to be in the back from the puck, just trying to hold them back.
For Ehome, that should allow them to get a lot more damage on these tier 3s. Of course, the Metamorphosis is still up in Sylar, so he could still dish out the damage, and you still have to respect that potential there.
Yeah.
In fact, they're split pushing.
Nothing to say. Getting caught out with the Abyssal. He can't afford to die like this, but Eurus does have an Orchid up for the puck and does get the kill. And now the puck actually going into Dagon. Dagon 2 up on Nothing to Say, as they do buy back on him and Sylar. Of course, there is a split pushing going on from Faith Beyond. He does found a tier 3. That's all he's found. He almost gets a Rax out of it, but the Millie Barracks is going to be able to heal up. Still a 27k net worth lead for Vici Gaming. It's just absolutely huge. Oh, Spike Carapace, nothing to say, getting caught out. And now a triple Impale DY. Arena going to be dropped just to protect his Nyx Assassin, but they're still going. They want to get this kill. But it looks like they may not, as the puck getting caught out. Nothing to say, he gets DY, but he needs to get out of there safely. He will make it out. And Ehome now going back in onto Ori. Did they just kick him away? Was that a 4-star? Looks like Ori did 4-star, and now Lasso going to be there onto the Beastmaster Faith. Will survive for now. They're going onto that Mars. Still, he runs away Eurus. They get away, and Nothing to Say does go down as they go back onto Sinkyu on the Tusk, who has no buyback. And it's in fact 2 heroes down with no buyback, and make it 3. Faith Beyond will go down to Yang on the Batride, and they call GG.
Hey, I told you, Mike. If VG got that early game, right? They just run you over. It took a bit longer than I expected, to be fair. 55 minutes, you'd think Ehome would have a little bit more to play with. They played like a completely different team as well. I'm really excited for game number 2. I think the timings are going to be fairly similar. The execution from VG has to be fairly similar for them to win this out.
Yang, can you get the bounty? Silo will be there. He tried to seemingly go for a deny attempt, and PYW gonna come in, does skill upgrade a bash, but gonna take a lot more damage than he gave.
Sin-Q?
Alrighty then, Sin-Q gets taken out by DY on the Undying.
That was just 2 casts of Decay and a couple of right clicks with that Orb of Venom and DY. No level 1 skill on Sin-Q, so he just cops it.
Eurus is trying to back him up. Does have the level 2 Sleight of Fist now, but DY looks like he probably will die. In fact, Firestorm won't be enough. He does heal himself up, and now Chains comes in from Eurus, but it's not enough from Sin-Q. DY trying to juke out Faith Beyond, but doesn't get away with it. Eurus, can you find any form of trade? Not quite. While he found a kill earlier on, does lose his life.
I'd say that's fine for an Undying. He does need a reset,
Eurus.
so... Ooh.
Chains, Sin-Q leaping in, Eurus trying to juke him out, but he has no more regen left. Sin-Q will go down, but you're going to love that kill if you are Sin-Q.
Not in this case, although they charge Faith Beyond.
He does have Pit of Malice, he goes for an early skill point in it. They try to go on Sin-Q with the Tombstone, but Sin-Q happily takes that Tombstone. And now top lane, Yang does fall against Sylar, who, I mean, he was left alone on the Dazzle.
They are charging Nothing to Say again, but...
Ice Blast could be enough. Nothing to Say does cop it. PYW hoping for that bash. It does come in, but an arrow. Sin-Q on point. That'll allow the DP to walk away. In fact, never mind. He ticks out in the last second. So it is going to be a 1-for-1 trade on both those mid-calls by PYW. Surely doesn't get out. He does charge, but a nice Pit of Malice from Faith on the low ground.
Undying Dazzle combination, that could come into play. I think with level 1 Tombstone, you can't really hope for much. Like, that thing just dies way too fast.
Bot lane really struggling here alone, and now Sylar TP's in a very easy kill. Eurus, he's still level 5. Maybe if you land the cold feed, PYW, he's going in, but there's the rotations. PYW may have fed his life away. His magic missile comes in, Sprout connects with the Nature's Wrath just on the tail end. These charges, in fact, arrow, Sin-Q.
Oh, man.
Landing on the core AA. That's going to be a double kill for Sylar now, and this is looking really bad for Vici.
But they did have a slight lead. Ehome this time takes a definitive lead in that early game. They've got Nothing to Say, getting that push on to mid-tier 1. They rotate Sylar as well, so the map is shrinking here for VG.
Mid lane, charge, again PYW onto Nothing to Say, Ice Blast, gonna fly through but doesn't really connect though. Chains is gonna be there with the Sleight of Fist, and now Remnant forward. Eurus, you don't have any mana left, sir. Spirit Siphon gonna be there onto Eurus, but he will be able to walk away. Now a Mango Tree dropping in the middle of all this. Nothing to Say does take it for himself. Still charge. PYW, he's not done with his DP yet. He wants the kill, but look at those Spirit Siphons. He's back up to full HP as now. There's the Pit of Malice coming in. Faith just holding him down for a second. It won't be enough. And both teams just kiting back constantly. Back onto Nothing to Say. Charge again, PYW, for the 3rd time this team fight. A secondary Ice Blast will find the DP this time. Now the slide from Eurus. Not going to do much as Yang gets chased down on the Dazzle. And, well, Nature's Wrath from Sylar really melting these heroes on Vici Gaming, as they are going to find another core in the form of Ori. And Sylar is the lucky man to pick all of it up. A triple kill on the Prophet. Up to really be able to help out this team as top lane. We do have another charge onto Nothing to Say. Ice Blast way off though. Now Pit of Malice coming in. They have found the Undying. DY drops the Tombstone, but that's just going to be free gold the way of Ehome. They'll say thank you very much. Now PYW, why are you even still there, sir? You had charge. Yeah. Bot lane, they could find Y, smoke broken, Remnant forward, Sylar, he's the target they want as charge comes in, but the immediate rotations and swap is there from Y. Sylar, he'll get a Sprout, though there is another strike and it'll be enough. Huge Pit of Malice, but it's going to be nothing as the Ice Blast flies through now on Faith. He has no mana left. Eurus trying to find him. They'll be able to find Y, and they do find a 3rd. That's a massive kill, or massive team fight from Vici Gaming. In fact, that was worth about 2.5k. Remnant back down, but I don't see him really being able to defend this one. Ice Blast will fly through. He remnants forward, but it's straight into a Pit of Malice and the team of Ehome, and they got the silence off. He has no way out, and now they all run into the pit. Yang in trouble. How do you get out of this one if you're a Dazzle? Well, you've got Shallow Grave. Is that going to be enough? DY, he comes in with the Undying, trying to help with the Tombstone. It's actually a lot of damage on Faith, who's really losing his HP right now. He does go down on a 3-man charge from PYW, but they are slowly whittling away on the side of Vici Gaming as they will lose 4. The only man to walk away so far is Ori, and they will get back to that tier 2 bot.
I mean, overall, Ehome's still going to be happy. Ori?
He went for the clumsy net ice. Yeah, no, the cold feed. It's
Why? He knows they wouldn't be pulling back. Even then, he has been caught out a couple of times.
Asila gonna move in, has the Orchid ready. Eurus does hold out on the Remnant. Sprout gonna come out, now the Silence. He does have a Yules. Poison Touch is there from Yang. Hit a Malice, gonna hold Eurus down, but now they're going in. PYW just rushing forward. Still, they get the Ronabe toss out. Where's the Silence? Not quite there. DY, he will find Faith Beyond on the Undying, and now Y goes down on the bench, so VG, they're looking pretty darn good, nothing to say. Also losing his life, and now Sylar. Clumsy net comes out, and a triple kill for Eurus. What? How do you even take a team fight like that when you're that far behind in net worth? We've just seen it before as bot lane Sylar gets knocked out of the Ice Blast. Now PYW may be in trouble, though he's still man fighting as Eurus does rotate in on the Ember, but now the Dark Rift coming in from Faith Beyond. PYW will run away, though he does get scouted. He'll go for the TP. Does he make it out in time? The arrow, no. Sylar, he makes the last hit happen, as they do also find the Aegis on the Ember. And he's still in that Pillar Mattis. In fact, never mind, he's not. It does run out, but the Silence will be enough. And DY does get caught with the swap. Rooted up, he's got no way out, and they'll chase for more. Ehome now looking for Ori on this core AA. Ori trying to run away, and maybe he will make it out though. No, teleportation's going to come in, and he missed the point blank Ice Blast. And it looks like Yang will also go down. So Ehome now with a full team wipe apparently. Well, they'll get one. And I mean, they're taking it so quick. I'm surprised they don't just go for tier 4s at this point. Like, everything's melting. They can't go for the third one. There is still a tier 2 tower up the top lane. The swamp is going to be there. They caught up the Undying. PYW rushing in, but he's caught in the Pit of Malice. Now rooted up. No way out. And that's going to be another 2 down. The buybacks come out. They want to keep this fight up as they TP in. They will go after Y. He's just swapping away. Now Sylar man fighting up against Eurus, who's trying to just remnant around. Nothing to say. Pops the BKB going after the Undying. This could be a dieback for PYW. He'll charge in. After Sync-Q, they do burst down the Mirana, but they've lost Yang on the Dazzle with no buyback available. They find more Eurus. I think he's out of remnants. Eurus, he should go down here. He's been Yules up. They did at least find the Venge. Eurus still juking around with the Slight Fist, and now the Dark Rift. They have to get out. But the Ember was so close to dying. So if they win a team fight, this game's over. Ehome gonna start moving in, but the Tombstone gonna be there. You do have some decent high ground defense with Eurus, with that Battle Fury, with that Maelstrom. Ehome may not feel confident to keep going here. Faith, Pit of Malice does get the Ember, but you need more Silences, more Rod of Atoses, and there's one. Yules is going to be there, nothing to say. Silence does come out, but it's not quite perfect, as Faith is starting to fall quite low with that Ice Blast passive and does get taken out. That's one gone. Can they find more? DY, he's getting low on the Undying. Looks like he may drop, but the Shallow Grave will save his life. Sylar still trying to hit away on this Undying, and it looks like eventually he may just die though. No, he'll get away. Now Yang getting caught out. Arrow, it will connect, but Eurus trying to protect, and he will, but that's a lot of damage from Sync-Q, who leaps forward. Why? He'll drop on the Venge. Eurus does survive in the fountain, and they go for more. PYW going forward with another strike now onto the DP. He hasn't got enough damage by himself. Silence still in the back hitting away, but now the charge from PYW. Ori surviving on the AA thanks to the shallow grave, and they do get nothing to say. They just sustain so darn long as now Sin-Q has fallen low and has no leap charges. Yang again with the shallow grave will survive. PYW trying to go into Sylar. He'll go down, but Sylar is surrounded. It's one versus the world. Sylar, can you do it? He's trying. He will pop his satanic. Eurus needs to back out of there, but they are kiting away Sylar. He is still standing his ground. He has teleportation. He could try and TP, but he just won't. He's a real man, but real men sometimes die. And that's what's happened to Sylar. This is the kind of Dota you love to see. Just the manliest of Dota. The Dark Rift going to be there. They're going to make a jump. Eurus gets used up. Sin-Q does connect the arrow. They may have the damage, and they do. PYW was not fast enough with the charge, and now he's rooted up. And I suppose it's very lucky that you didn't have the Divine up yet. He found Y. Remnants forward. Doesn't have chains. Arrow actually going to miss from Sin-Q, and now PYW rushes forward again. Ice Blast going to fly through. It'll catch both of them, and they're going to burst both down to Sin-Q. Not quite yet going down, but may tick out. He has the pipe there, and that has actually saved his life. No, it hasn't. Or he does get it with the last tick once again. That's the second time that's happened this game to Sin-Q.
Especially since they're not playing into that tombstone, which is giving VG time to reconsolidate their defense.
The Malice is nice onto 2, but 4 staff straight away. PYW again on the backlines. That Divine Rapier isn't actually doing too much damage, believe it or not. It just feels very lackluster as now they just dive underneath the tier 4 towers, and Eurus is dead. Divine is on the deck, and it looks like this game may be over. I think Sin-Q picked it up, and he has on the Mirana. Everything's falling. They're still trying to team fight this, but without the buyback on your Ember, how can you? And Ehome will take it all away. Vici Gaming will stare at their Ancient as it does go down. And the GG has been called. And that will force it to a game number 3 between these two.
Yeah. I like Vici's draft. I like that it was different. I think it was too different that time around. A few too many wild factors there. Ehome just managing to run over them. And this time around, I'd have to say Ehome looks stronger on paper. Just this kind of lineup, the timings they have. And that's really going to be the key issue, that Sylar is basically finding as much farm as he wants, right? No matter how tough this lane is.
Go again, why? Gonna take a bit of harassment from PYW. They slowed Sylar down a little bit. He misses a couple CS, but still gonna be fine. Still gonna be perfectly fine to farm underneath his tier 1 tower. Why now? Gonna be chased by Yang. Nasal Goo is gonna be available, but once again, Y will just salve up, and Yang will just kind of be forced to be as efficient as he possibly can with this farm. He has got a Soul Ring up at least, so you do have that for mana purposes. But Y is actually doing a lot of damage now. An arrow comes in from Sin-Q right to the face of Yang. Just sit in the tree, soaking XP and trying to steal CS, and he will get one. Large Centaur creep does go down to DY. You know, every time he does that, although it doesn't seem like a big deal, it really is for an Enigma player. Like, Faith Beyond's going to be very frustrated with that, though. Never mind that, because mid lane, that mid Bat Rider, going to end up getting taken down.
And of course, losing that Bat is a pretty big deal, because he needs to try to keep a pace there.
Yang again, John, being chased down, does get taken out. He is getting a lot of CS, right? He's essentially resetting every time this happens. But I don't think you really want to die like that. As bot lane, Faith Beyond now. Astral Steps from Eurus should be enough to take him out. Eurus, at that level 6, does hit the power spike and does find a very nice kill on the core Enigma. So going straight for that Necro 1 book, and I mean, it makes enough sense. It's going to help him farm a lot faster as well. Because they already have started mid, though. Nothing to say. Is going to get jumped by Eurus, and now Arrow going to come in from Sin-Q onto that Bat Rider, and Ori is falling low. Lasso, though, is going to be there onto the Lycan, and Sylar's starting to fall low and is forced to run out. And neither mid laner actually dies. Nothing to say, though. We'll go back in. Does show himself and almost taunts them, daring them to come back. But nobody does die.
Yeah, it's just a lot of sustain from both
Eurus.
sides, I think. Oh.
I mean, it was bound to happen eventually. Astral Step does come off cooldown. Eurus going to take a fair bit of damage, but Xingqiu does get silenced, can't get the arrow out, and Eurus will get away with murder. Xingqiu going to move in. DY shows himself in the tree line, and well, Midnight Pulse going to be there. Faith Beyond going to chase with the Malefice. DY back in the other tree line, though Ice Path will connect, and now Sylar will make the jump onto DY, but here comes Yang, trying to fight this out as Faith is getting jumped by Eurus and does die. Now the Shapeshift is there. It's a 1-for-1, but it's certainly a better for the Vici Gaming side as Y actually getting out for now, but Ori will finally go finish the job off, and Ehome will find nothing. Faith spots him out, but Ori is on the chase, and he seems to run a lot faster, and Faith tries to turn around now with the Black Hole and the Midnight Pulse, and he is going to find the kill, but here comes Eurus. Ice Path, though, going to be there from Y, but the Astral Step, the Dream Coil, Faith does go down. DY is going to be there to protect that, and Yang is just freely hitting this tier 2 tower, though now nothing to say. With the Shadow Blade comes in, they do get the Midnight Pulse, and Yang suddenly melts very, very quick. It's that Midnight Pulse, it's a lot of damage. Play it safe. Mid lane, I can't say the same thing though. Ori has been caught by Sylar. That'll be another nice pickup coming out from Ehome, but will it lead to an objective? And Ehome will... They don't want to play with this fire, or maybe they do. Moonlight Shadow is there, Shapeshift as well. Lasso is on Faith Beyond, but it will do nothing. Now Dream Core coming out. They'll just wait it out. As Sylar is looking for a target right now. Well, is he? Hiding back, nothing to say, moving forward. Ice Path is going to land on the Void Spirit. That's the main target they want, though. Huge overgrowth from DY. But do you have the follow-up? Well, it'll be Yang moving forward in the front lines, but he's been broken up, and now slow it up. Can they find the kill? Ice Path is there, onto 2 from Y, but he's still a very, very tanky target. And Faith is still holding onto that Black Hole, just waiting for the right opportunity. Ice Path does get the Void Spirit. Faith, he could go for this, but Arrow connects, he doesn't need to. In fact, he's been silenced anyway. PYW moving forward. Now he'll orb away, but they have caught out Yang. And with those kills, they will be able to secure this bot tier 2. Xingqiu going to leap forward, does get a use off onto the BB, but doesn't have an angle for the arrow, but still the Silver Edge break will be there with the Ice Path and the Midnight Pulse. Yang, not dead yet, but is certainly dropping. It does eventually die. And nothing to say now, pops the Dragon Form. He wants to keep going. They won't have an option for a hero, but they do have the Roshan.
Vici, if they wanted to contest, they do have the Overgrowth, but that Rosh is not going to be alive for too long.
Xingqiu, Arrow does connect. They found PYW, and so now that steal potential you would have loved to see from the puck is not there. They're going to have to rely on the Batrider or the Void Spirit, but now nothing to say. He found Ori, and that's a lot of damage coming out. One by one, Vici Gaming march in, and one by one they fall. He understands they can't defend. He's going to go for this push while Overgrowth is going to buy time. He is now on the Raxes, but down in the mid lane, they found Yang again. Yang with no buyback, and they call GG. That's it.
All right.
I mean,
Ehome just bouncing in with the Lycan draft, finally making push of that great push. Yeah, hopefully everyone has had fun. That was quite the series, quite a long series as well.